Despite the sainthood, second to only Mother Teresa type image, which is well deserved by John Wooden, the fact that he was as tenacious as a bulldog when it came to playing the game of basketball, when it came to what he projected and how he taught us how to play the game of basketball. And I think that's what people kind of miss out with Coach a lot of times, especially latter day kind of perceptions, because we hear about just the pyramid of success and how he lived his life and the purity of and integrity of this man, which is all true. But in terms of when you cross these lines, he wanted us to be out there fighting, scraping, scrapping, competing, battling, doing whatever we needed to do to win and play at our best. And I think that's the thing that kind of gets lost a lot of times when you talk about Coach.
He never, with the press early in the season, he'd say, well, you know, if we do everything, play okay, we'll be all right. You know, he would never put himself out on a limb. And one thing that a lot of people don't know, but he always made a list of where he thought we'd be at the end of the season, and he'd put it in his desk, and nobody ever saw it, not even me.
It was such a subliminal kind of subconscious emotional development that he took you through that, again, as I've talked about over and over again, I mean, you're learning these life lessons and all this basketball stuff without really knowing at the time that you are osmosing and processing it. I mean, it's just a masterful way of getting guys to do what he wants them to do. I mean, people used to always say, well, why didn't he let you handle the ball more? Why didn't he let you shoot more from the outside? Well, you know, that's not my role. He made sure that you stayed and maintained the specific role that he had in mind for you to have in order for the team to be most successful.
He gave us so much, and most of us didn't realize what he gave us until maybe 10, 15 years after we played for him. And, you know, we were doing a lot of things that he preached all the time in practice and so forth in our daily lives. And then we realized, well, the coach had a lot of influence on us.
Later, when you start to get into the real issues of life, you know, if you get married or you get a job, you have children, you have a divorce, you death, you know, in the family or friends, you probably kind of go away from them and learn your thing, but then you keep drifting back to it. And then you start remembering stuff you heard when you weren't interested. And you start wondering, what did he mean by that? And you start seeing how it relates to so many different situations. Then you really begin to respect him. And then you keep coming back. And now you start to love the guy. And he just becomes a very treasured friend.